Hello, welcome to the weather updates, 10 o'clock on November 11th, 2021. And of course, we want to thank all the veterans out there. It is Veterans Day after all. And you can see here some high clouds here moving in. We had sun in the morning, and then the cirrus kind of really got thick by around noon. And we were just overcast by I would say like 2 o'clock. We were fairly overcast with the mid-level clouds also coming into the picture as well. Looking at the radar here, you'll see a new analysis shows the rainiest days are getting rainier. That's another sign of climate change here. But looking at the radar, you can see here's that cold front right now. That's over eastern Ohio, entering Pennsylvania. And that is what we're going to be dealing with tomorrow. And let's go look at the MODIS satellite. You can see again, here is the storm system, and there's that front that is going to be coming through. Clearly see it all marked. Actually, you can clearly mark it out right here on this satellite here. Move this along a bit. It's a little clearer. And you can see the high clouds there. But you can actually clearly mark this all out. Right there. Here's your low pressure center. Here's your warm front. Well, that's not quite right. Hold on. Low pressure is here. There's your warm front. It's like down here, like this. And your cold front, which is this right here. So tomorrow we're going to be moving into the warm sector tonight. And that's where you can already feel the humidity. This is earlier today already. This warm front has already moved through. You can feel the humidity already increasing. So let's take a look at our current conditions right now. And you can see some winter storm advisories. This storm is producing a lot of, this could be a little first snowfall and possibly blizzard conditions in the upper Midwest. But getting to our weather here, we have temperatures and dew points. We'll put the temperatures and dew points on the screen here for you. And you can see, yeah, dew points already into the 50s, so you already feel the humidity increasing. Temperatures rising now. We're around 60 degrees this hour at night. It's kind of warm. I don't believe if you hear that, I have the air conditioner on because it's already getting humid, and I can't deal with the humidity. Get that humidity down. And the winds are picking up already, too. You can see some wind gusts in red here. I'll move the dew points. You can see the wind gusts in red that they are. And, of course, they decided to go away again. Why did it do that? Now we just have a spinning circle. All right. Unbelievable. It's just a spinning circle. What is going on with this site? We may not be able to use this site today, guys. I don't have the patience for this. So you can see wind gusts already. 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts there at Islip already. So we're starting to see some wind gusts already out there. Now, we don't have any wind advisories in effect. The winds will fall short of that, but it will be breezy. It's definitely got that ominous feel tonight. So let's look at what our lows were this morning, our lows and our highs. I believe these are our highs actually already. We're actually going to reach our highs tonight. But we'll look at the lows this morning because there was some radiational cooling. And we'll look at that. Get that on the screen for you. Like I said, the site is being very slow. So you can see 25 at West Hampton, 34 at Shirley, 36 at Islip. So we'll pull this in a little more. You can see low around 32 at Carl Place. So we had some pretty good radiational cooling this morning. It was quite chilly, actually. And then we had the clouds and the southeasterly wind, so it was only in the 50s for most of the day. 46 was your low in Central Park. Obviously, the city holding on to the heat. Let's see what it was in New Jersey. Wow! 28 in the Pine Barrens west of Toms River, so they were even colder than West Hampton. 28, wow. So they got some really good radiational cooling last night with the dry air in place before the winds freshened from the southeast and brought the moisture back up today. So let's look at what we have coming our way. And here is your very strong low pressure system. Those tight isobars mean we're going to be having some breezy conditions. And here's your cold front right here coming through tomorrow. And then that low passes up to the Great Lakes. And we have another little clipper system coming through for Saturday, which will bring another cooler shot of air. And then looks like another clipper perhaps on Monday. And then we start seeing an even colder air mass behind that. And then another front comes through for next weekend. And you can see we have a lot of cold fronts coming through. So that's going to mean colder temperatures as we head into the, if we go look at the temperature anomaly chart, you'll see here the cooler air coming down, especially as we get into Sunday Monday, and especially into next week, you'll definitely see that cooler air coming down. Especially, I think, as we get into the later part of the month, we'll see even more cool air coming through. So let's go to the HRRR model right now, and we'll look at the latest 0Z run of the HRRR that are approaching cold front. So you can see those tight ice bars. Could have a couple of scattered showers tonight, later tonight, like after midnight into the wee hours of the morning. But the meat of this front is going to be right around that late morning, early afternoon time frame, probably right around noon for Long Island. You can see these are going to be some heavy showers, possibly some thunderstorms coming through. I don't think SPC placed us in a severe. Let me see if they did. I don't think they did. We'll go to the SPC and see if they have us in a day 1 convective outlook. So I got a marginal off to the west. We need the day 2. Let's see. They actually have us in a marginal risk for severe weather tomorrow. And again, it's because this is just strong cold front, and you can sort of see the V isn't that sharp, but you can sort of see that V in the isobars when you see a cold front that looks like this. When you have like a little V type of thing here, when you see that, that means a strong cold front that could bring some severe thunderstorms. So we have this move through, and it's going to bring some heavy rain, and then it moves on. The rain is gone by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I think, for most of us, except for Suffolk County, eastern Suffolk County. And we dry out, and then for Saturday, we have this next little line that could move through. And this could actually be a pretty strong line, too, moving through around 19Z on Saturday. So right around 2 o'clock, could be another line of showers, maybe in some thunderstorms with the second cold front that comes through. And this is the one that's really going to bring in the much cooler air. All right, if we look at the temperatures, we'll first look at our temperatures here on the HRRR, and you will see here, there's that warm air that we're dealing with, and we're going to be dealing with that right through when that cold front comes through. All right, and then the temperatures will drop into the 50s by the afternoon, and then at night we'll drop into the 40s. And then Saturday is still going to be around 60 degrees. It's not until you see there's that second cold front coming through right there. That is what's going to bring in the cooler air, and that will drop our temperatures from the upper 50s to low 60s into the 40s by later Saturday afternoon and into the evening, and then we are down into the 30s. So let's go to the dew points now. And again, I'll show you the humidity that we're dealing with here. So you can see that strong, southerly, almost LLJ flow there. Dew point's going to rise into the 60s tonight. It's going to get kind of very humid tonight and into the first part of tomorrow before these. So it's going to feel very humid and almost like August-like almost to some extent for the first part of tomorrow. And that's going to help add the fuel to these showers and thunderstorms. But they'll quickly move east, and the winds shift from the south. Strong southerly flow to the west. As we get into tomorrow night, we have more of a westerly wind than becoming northwesterly by Saturday. You can see, but then it shifts to the southeast again ahead of the next front. So here we got a southerly wind for your Saturday, and then there's that second front that comes through, and that really pushes the dew points down, and that's when it's going to get kind of breezy with a strong chill in the air with the northwest winds behind that second front. So the first one is going to be just like a cool front. It's not going to really cool things down that much. It's that second front that comes through on Saturday that's really going to cool things down. So let's go back looking at the radar presentation, and I want to look at the NAM3 as well for this as well. So this is your NAM3 radar presentation, and you can see it's a little more of a scattered smattering of showers and thunderstorms there. And then the second batch is also kind of a smattering with it. Now, if we look at the amount of rain we'll get, let's go to the total accumulated precip. We'll first start with the NAM. I think around 1 inch to 1.5 inches, possibly. Let's go look at the HRRR. Go back to the HRRR, and I've got to move this back to the 0Z run here. So total, and I'm sure there'll be an agreement here as well. Yes, so you can see right 1 inch, possibly some isolated areas could see up to 2 inches of rain. It's going to be a short amount of time, but that rain is going to come down heavy. And that could lead to some possible localized flash flooding with these heavy downpours again. We have this dry. It seems like this is what we have. We have these dry periods, and then one day we just get soaked. And again, this is all due to climate change. Let's get real here. So now with that said, now we've looked at some of the models for the precipitation. Let's go and look at how the skies are going to do. So let me go to the RGEM for that. We'll use the RGEM for this 18Z RGEM to start. And you'll see the clouds tomorrow, but then might have a chance to see the sun just before it goes down. Probably not, but we might. And then we clear out, and then we start off sunny on Saturday, but then the clouds build, and I think by probably like around noontime, we're going to start seeing those clouds building, and then that's that second front coming through. Now for Sunday, start off clear, but then we may have to worry about some cirrus rolling in later on ahead of the next clipper that's going to roll in for Monday. Here's your next clipper right here. So the only day that's really, you're not really going to have any day that's really going to be a clear day, unfortunately, for the weekend. I was hoping we would, but that doesn't seem to be happening. So let's go to the NAM here. And again, maybe you'll see some clear. Definitely by tomorrow night, you'll have clear skies. And then for Saturday, I think NAM's saying a lot of clouds, so it won't really be that clear on Saturday. You have a better chance, I think, for some sunshine on Sunday before we start dealing with this cirrus later on in the day. Let's go to the GFS now, and we're not going to look at skies for GFS. Well, I guess I could, just to show you. Here's the GFS. So you see that you're starting off clear, but then those clouds roll in. But maybe it's the morning. Maybe you'll get some sun in the morning, but you can see that cirrus for Saturday. Monday, we might clear it out by the afternoon. Tuesday, we may have to deal with some instability clouds, but the resolution is so low on this model, I don't really want to use it for skies. So let's go look at here's the temperature, and again, you clearly see there's that warm air. And Saturday, still dealing with a little warmth. See, there's that second front that comes through. That's what's going to cool it down. Sunday, we're going to struggle to reach 50 degrees. And then from there on out, and also by the morning, you'll definitely be probably in the 30s, low 30s by Sunday morning, could get to freezing. Struggling to reach 50. And then, obviously, not going to see that radiational cooling with the clouds increasing into the next system Sunday night. And then for Monday, again, struggling to reach 50, upper 40s to around 50. Then behind that front, Tuesday, highs only in the mid to upper 40s. The same probably. And then we start rising back up again for Wednesday ahead of the next cold front that comes through. But then that cold front comes through, knocks us back down into the 40s by Friday. And then for that, we're just going to be dealing with some colder air, colder weather finally as we head into next week. So let's now go and look at, you can also look at the wind directions here, the winds, because you can see some of those strong winds that might develop. I want to use windy.com for that, though. Right here's Saturday, and also with that second front. It'll be breezy, but not wind advisory criteria. But let's, I don't want to use the windy. Let's use Ventu Sky. So let's look at the wind gusts as we head into tomorrow. Here is your wind gust right now. Let's move this into Friday so you get an idea of some of the wind gusts that we'll be getting. Nothing really, it's going to be breezy, maybe some gusts, isolated gusts to 40, but I don't think this wind is going to cause that much of an... Actually, it does pick up the winds by the morning, so we'll get kind of breezy. Here we are at 9 a.m. It uses the HRRR, so you can clearly see there's that front. So right ahead of that front is where we could see possibly some isolated wind gusts. They might have to issue a wind advisory for that. It's really borderline here. Here's 11 a.m. You can clearly see that front. And here's 11. Here's 1. You can clearly see that front now. Once that front passes and the showers and thunderstorms come to an end, the wind will drop it. In some of these showers and thunderstorms, look at that. There could be some severe thunderstorms with this, and that's why there could be basically heavy rain and strong winds are going to be the main threat with these storms. But that is quite impressive, to say the least. Let's move this back up to 8, and let's now look at the Cape. Here's 7 with the Cape. Here's 10 o'clock with the Cape. Cape is not there, but I still think there's the possibility, a marginal risk for some severe thunderstorms tomorrow. And we'll have to see if this all pans out or not. But I am a little concerned about it, for sure, considering. We can also look at lifted index. So here's your lifted index. Not that high. Any of these storms are probably going to be very low top, but there could still be some risk here for some severe weather. Also, Cape plus shear. These numbers, this isn't all that impressive. Let me jump ahead to Saturday and see what it does for Saturday. Yeah, you can see some mild cape there. There is some mild cape right around 1 o'clock there. This is Saturday. So we're going to have two rather sharp cold fronts moving through. And it's the second one that's going to bring the really big cool down, I think, to our area. It's one of the parameter I want to look out on here. I'm just going to go to the NAM 12 and the FGen just to see what this looks like. Because that FGen, the strongest does go to the north. But still, we'll have to watch for this risk for tomorrow with severe weather. Just pay attention to the radar. Right around that late morning or early afternoon hour is when we're going to see that. Obviously, it's going to be New Jersey first, then the city, then Long Island. But it could be interesting with these storms. It could, like I said, could be producing a lot of heavy rain and some strong winds with this, and maybe some shelf clouds perhaps. We'll have to see if we see that or not. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this weather update. It's going to be an interesting day tomorrow, that's for sure. Take care. Thanks for watching.